Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Kristen and today we're doing another Dollar Tree peel and stick wallpaper video. So my favorite thing to do with peel and stick wallpaper is any boring tray that I have. This just kind of makes it a little more prettier, and I loved this wallpaper and I thought it matched this gray tray so well. I did pick this tray up through the Chalkature website. So if you guys did not know, they have some really fun surfaces. I'll be using another one of those later on in the video, but I just loved this wallpaper, and all you have to do is kind of cut it down to size. I obviously am not perfect with that, so I just use a box cutter to kind of trim everything down later on, and it just comes up super nicely. I really would like to try this on a wall in my closet, and I think I just want to try it in my closet just to start with. But let me know in the comments below if you guys have actually put it on your wall and been able to take it off with no issues. That is the only thing that I am a little leery on. I'm using one of these Dollar Tree frames, and for whatever reason it is, I love these larger square ones. I feel like there are so many different DIYs and crafts that you can make with these. I love that Eucalyptus peel and stick wallpaper. I grab a couple pieces every time I'm out, and this is the color that I kind of want to do, or this is the pattern that I really want to do in my closet. I just think it is so pretty, and yeah, I think it'd be costly in the long run, but it is one of my favorite wallpapers I think I have ever found. So I'm just cutting this down to size on the frame, and then I always try to peel or even cut along that line. If it doesn't work, this is still so easy to put down on absolutely anything, and I'm just putting it on the back of the frame. Next, I grabbed one of these wood rounds from Walmart. These are just over $1. I really love their wood section, although it has kind of gone up in price. But some of these smaller ones I think are definitely worth it. I just loved this circle one. I did pick up a couple of those. I also stained it in the dark walnut color. I did not do the back side. I started to take off that tag. It was such a pain. It was not coming off even with a sander. So I just figured I would glue it regardless, so you're not even going to be able to see that. And I just glued it right to the center just using some hot glue. Next, I decided to go ahead and use a Chalkature silkscreen stencil, and I love this little rooster one. This one is pretty new from Chalkature, so I will link it below if they still have it, but these Farmhouse ones do seem to sell out pretty quickly. And I did not want that bottom piece with the feed, so I just went ahead and cut that off, and then I am just using the rooster. I am using the color Eucalyptus chalk paste, and that is also by Chalkature. Another one of these frames, and I had another idea, so I wanted to go ahead and use another one of those peel and stick wallpapers for the back side of the frame. This one is pretty new at my Dollar Tree. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but if not, it is kind of far up on my list of loves for the peel and stick wallpaper. So I'm gonna go ahead and trace this out once again, and then I'm just gonna stick it to the back side of the frame. So I had this picture. I actually got it. It was like on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and there was like a string broke on 3 different pictures that were supposed to be connected together. And when I saw this, I was like, this will be absolutely perfect for the background of a frame that I have and I wanted to use. So I love Farmhouse. So if you're not into Farmhouse, you can totally do whatever you choose to do when it comes to crafts. This is just purely inspiration. So you can put any sort of frame or picture on the front, but I did have this chicken one and I thought that it just looked amazing. I picked it up for $3.99, and like I said, those 2 other pictures, but I've already used them in different crafts, but I love the way this turned out. One, I'm using this cutting board. This was from Walmart, and I think it was just over $5, and I thought that was a pretty decent deal, and it does say for decor purposes only, so I'm not 100% sure why. I don't know if you can put some sort of food safe anything over this, or if it's strictly you're just not supposed to wash it. But then I was like, okay, I might as well just go ahead and use half of this eucalyptus. This was from the first DIY that I did, and I was like, okay, I do not want to waste this, so I use as much as I possibly can, and I'm just putting it on the bottom half of the cutting board. To finish this off, I did have to trim this down, and I'm just using some scissors, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my sander and just sand around the edges just so it looks perfect. Love still runs deep for those people's wedding decor. I don't know what it is about me tearing this stuff up, but every single sign I always grab from Goodwill. This one says $5.29, but I did pick it up for $2.49 or $2.29. And then I'm just going to go ahead and remove the heart on the front, but I'm only removing it on one side because we're going to add it back. But I don't know what it is about people just buying a ton of wedding decor. I know it looks cute for your 4-hour wedding, but I just think it is such a waste of money when no one is going to buy any of your wedding decor, not even for half of the cost that you purchased it at. And then you're going to be stuck with all these flowers, all these vases, all these signs. And I just find it absolutely crazy. I mean, to each your own, but that's just always how I have felt about wedding decor. But anyways, back to the DIY. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this peel and stick wallpaper. This is always a favorite of mine, and I think Dollar Tree has it every single time that I go. And then I just always kind of start pushing it down from one side to the other just to make sure there's no bubbles. And I've really never ran into a bubble issue. Also sanding the edges down. And then I'm going to go ahead and use some Waverly chalk paint in the color Celery. It is one of my favorite colors, and we're going to go ahead and paint that heart that color. It did need about 3 coats to cover that. You can always sand it down, and it probably would have taken less, but 3 coats it was. Once the heart was back in place, I'm using this butterfly rub-on transfer. I grabbed this off of Amazon in a pack, and I will link it down below for you guys. I just love any type of rub-on transfer, but these butterflies have really been getting to me lately. I've been using these in so many crafts this spring. Rub-on transfer, I just decided to use something else. It just seemed so empty. So this is Family is Everything. This is a rub-on transfer I grabbed from Dollar Tree a while ago, and I just kind of cut it out of the pack, and it was just kind of sitting in my bin, so I figured it might as well get used. Now this one was a little more trickier to put on, so I did mess this one up just a tiny bit, but overall I still think this turned out great. This next one, I'm using these houses. These are from Chalkature. They are some of their surfaces. And do not sleep on a good Chalkature clearance sale because I think I picked these up for under $5. They might have been even under $4 for the 3 of these wooden houses. Now I'm just using that Eucalyptus peel and stick wallpaper once again because it just is one of my favorites. And I am going to be adding it to all 3 of them. Since these houses came as a set, I kind of wanted to keep them as a set and make them kind of look the same, but just a little bit different. So I am going to add some twine to one of these, and then I'm going to add a flower. One of them is going to have some twine, flowers, greenery, and then one is just going to have some twine, just so they look like a set still. Guys, that is it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, I would love you to stick around and subscribe. Until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!